welcome back to the Pantry Kitchen. I'm Catherine and today we're going to make my easy and quick everything bagels. I'm also going to show you how to make your own everything spice blend, and you can interchange the flavor for these bagels anything you want. So grab your ingredients and let's get started. I've got my warm water here. It's about 110 degrees Fahrenheit, just a little bit warmer than body temperature.
Do you know that for a fact?
I do know that for a fact. I could get my thermometer out. But I also know by just dunking my pinky in that it's warmer than I am.
So she's a professional.
That I am. And I made this recipe a couple times or two, along with doing this method with my focaccia bread, my soft rolls. All those are on the channel if you're looking for some more bread videos. So we've got our instant yeast. So we're doing 2 1/4 teaspoon, which is also 1 pack too. So if you get the yeast in the packets, it's about 7 grams. So take about 5 minutes and we'll kind of start to see it all foamy and bubbly on the top. In the bowl of my stand mixer, I've got my all-purpose flour, salt, and sugar ready to go, and that's waiting by. Also in this time, I always do this step first because like I said, it's going to take a few minutes so you can get everything else done. I've got a large bowl. I just spray it with nonstick cooking spray, and then I've got my plastic wrap as well. I also grabbed a little bit of bench flour just in case the dough is a little sticky on your hands, or when you bring it together you can just flour your surface. It'll be a lot easier and less cleanup. Okay, now that our yeast is proofed, we're ready to go ahead and put it in our stand mixer. Turn the mixer on, low speed to start, and then we're going to speed it up as the process goes. So now I'm just rounding out the dough with my hands just on my bench. And this is already pretty smooth out of the mixer, so I didn't go ahead and add any flour. If yours is a bit sticky, you can flour your work surface, but I don't want to. If your hand leaves a handprint slightly in the dough when you smack it, now you know it's ready to go. It's nice and smooth. Down in my oiled bowl, our top first, and then swirl it around. Okay, now she's going to be set aside for about 45 minutes to an hour or until it's doubled in size. It now needs to rest in a nice warm spot. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap. And for me, my warmest spot is my microwave, not turned on, and just in there. That way it's draft free, nothing is disturbing it. And if you're doing some other baking, then the top of your oven is also warm, and you can put a kitchen towel over it as well to eliminate any draft. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll meet you back here. All right, so now that our dough has doubled in size, we're ready to go ahead and portion out our bagels and roll them out. So I'm going to show you my method on how I make my bagels. It's very easy, very simple. So I'm just flattening the dough here. And I'm going to use my scale so that I get even bagels. So this can go into 4. Okay, this is the best way to make sure that all of them bake evenly because they're all going to be the same size. Now that we have kind of guessed me, okay, we're not
We're in today's math program.
Yeah, exactly. 2 to 3 grams isn't going to make much of a difference. So I'm just going to, kind of like we did in soft roll, I'm just going to ball them up It'll just kind of make it a little easier to shape them. They don't have to be perfect. Just kind of get all those scragglers in there. All right, and then these are going to do another rise. Because we're knocking all the air out of them, we need them to kind of come up again. Oh, stop! So many timers. So, all right, bagels. So you can do them one of two ways. I like them this way. I found that it gives the most even texture and even rise. So I roll them out to a long log. Longer the log, the better right now, because you want kind of a bigger hole, and as they proof, this hole will shrink because they're gonna get bigger. So that's kind of my bagel there. So let me show you that again. You're gonna go into a log, and then you're gonna use, I'm right-handed, so I use my right hand. So knock the air out, and kind of make sure you do this as even as possible. Okay, and then you take one end, I put my hand underneath, wrap it around, bring it to the other side so that the two ends meet underneath my hand, and then I'm rolling it to adhere both the ends together. And then I kind of just make sure it's even all the way around, and then on my tray. Now that all of our bagels are rolled out, this recipe makes 8. Again, really easy to multiply if you need more, but I find 8 is perfect. If you're baking them on a Sunday, you'll have just enough for the week and one extra. So now I'm going to take a lint-free kitchen towel, just drape it over them like that. This next rise will take probably about 20 to 30 minutes, like I said, depending on how warm or cold the environment. The warmer the better. Not too hot, but warm is preferred. So I've got some cookies baking in the oven now, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on top of my oven. That residual heat will help rise up the bagels, and then we'll move on to the next step, and then we'll bake them. Okay, all right. So now, in the meantime, while your dough is proofing, you can go ahead and get your everything spice blend mixed together. I'm just going to use this liter container with a lid. It will help so I can just shake everything up in here, and it's evenly dispersed. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put it in my spice jar here. So what you'll need here is a variety of things to create the everything seasoning blend. So I like a mixture of the regular minced onion flakes as well as the fried onion flakes. I think it gives nice texture, nice flavor. Got some garlic powder along with garlic flakes. These I just got at my bulk food store. I've got sesame seeds here, poppy seeds, and a little bit of salt and pepper. The only reason I do the salt and pepper is because I want this to already be ready to use if you're putting it on eggs. I love it on avocado toast as well. If you're using it on the bagels like today, then it's already seasoned with everything you need. You don't have to go ahead and add more salt or more pepper. So I just do a little bit of that. It's not the highlight of the seasoning blend, but it definitely adds to it. So what I do first is kind of, I eyeball it. So I'm gonna try and give you the best of my ability of measurements, but I like when I can see everything throughout, so you'll see what I mean. So first I start with my main component is the onion. So I start with the regular minced onion. Especially in a clear container like this, you can really see how everything is dispersed. So a little bit of that, a little bit of the fried onions. I'm going to make a few jars of this, and it's great to have on hand in your cupboard. The onions, man. Okay. All right. Next is our garlic flakes. This is one of the most important elements I found in making this seasoning blend. So I like to kind of go heavy on those. And we have a little bit of garlic powder. There's like the two different kinds of garlic powder or garlic in here, kind of like the onion. I don't do a lot, just a little bit. And we got our sesame seeds. The sesame seeds and poppy seeds are also the biggest part of this. So I kind of go heavy on those too. Just go heavy on everything. Everything but the salt and pepper and garlic powder, and you'll be good. It'll turn out really good. Now we've got our poppy seeds here. Okay, so you can already start seeing the ratios of what I'm doing. And then once we shake it up, then you can tell what you need more of. So now we've got a little bit of salt. And I'm just going to use a funnel to put it into my container. The reason I'm not keeping it in this container is because I feel like my spice jar lid is a little bit more airtight than these containers. Salt and pepper. I use freshly cracked ground pepper and salt. I find it just gives the best taste. Do a little bit more salt. All right, so now lid on. Go ahead and shake it up. Want everything to be evenly dispersed. So I can already see now I'm gonna have to add way more poppy seeds and possibly sunflower seeds, or not sunflower, sesame seeds. I'm gonna go ahead with the rest of this pack. And it's all to preference. One, if you want to make this, but you're allergic to sesame seeds, then you can totally leave those out. Or if you're making it for a family member or a friend who has an allergy to one of these ingredients, again, go ahead and leave it out. You're still going to get that nice same everything bagel taste. But we got no allergies in this house, and I'm showing you how to do an original one. So, I think we're almost close here. Alright, so that looks pretty evenly dispersed to me. I like the outcome of that. Now we go ahead and put it in our jar. There, now you can
Now
zoom.
just slide them all towards me.
Now you can zoom. Okay, ready? Ta-da! Doubled! We've got our seasoning mix here. A little bit of egg wash. 1 egg just beaten with a little bit of milk or water. I'm going to use a pastry brush here because we want to be pretty gentle. All right, there we go. And just lightly all the tops. This will help with browning for an even golden brown and also help our toppings stick to the bagels. So I just do a couple at a time. And then I put this seasoning on because we want the egg wash to still be sticky and not dry down. And then I am not shy with my seasoning because these are everything bagels, so we want that seasoning. Look how gorgeous that is. Wait till they're baked, it's even better. So I'm going to finish egg washing the rest of these, and I'll show you when I'm done. All right. So they're all dressed and ready for the oven. I've got my oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and they're going to bake between 20 and 25 minutes until they're nice golden brown.
Action!
Woo! All right, guys, here is our finished bagels. I am super excited for you to try this recipe at home. Remember, this is my quick and easy go-to bagel recipe. They don't require putting them in a water bath and all the extra steps. This is a simple bagel that you can make at home, fast and easy for the week. So I hope you enjoy. And if you want to see me create this bagel into a bagel sandwich, go ahead on over to my Instagram, The Pantry Bake Shop, and follow me along there and watch my stories. Bye guys, have a great day. You can interchange the flavor for these bagels, anything you want. So get your ingredients started. Now, oh, it's so